Hello students, hope you are well everybody. Due to COVID situation, as our physical classes are closed, our education board has started to give in different assignments for different subjects from class 6 to class 9 in NCTB curriculum for students to prepare themselves for the creativity and the creative writing during the physical classes. So, in the very first week for class 9, there was given Bangladesh and Global Studies, and for those of commerce and arts background, there is a subject called General Science. There was also given assignments for the subject. Alright, so from the NCT website, the list which was given, that was given in Bangla. There was no English credited, but for those who are universal students, they also need to do their assignments, but there is no proper guideline for them to do so. So I'm trying to give you a guideline for general science study in this very first week. And though the question is given in Bangla, I will convert everything to English and for your clarity and so that it will become easy to you. I have turned everything in English, so you can watch this video and share with your friends of English version and others who are interested to get to know about how to write those assignments and what are the criteria to fill up there. So let's get started. Alright, the first question is, from a mom cooked hotspot using rice, lentil seed, vegetable oil, vegetable and meat on Thursday. In the evening, while she was eating guava and talking with her father, they discussed going out tomorrow and eat there. They went out on Friday and they took fried rice, fried chicken, soft drinks and lunch. They also took burgers in the afternoon. Alright, here the very first question is, which foods were enriched in vitamin C? Here, the answer is all types of edible foods are good source of vitamin E. Foods taken by women were prepared using vegetable oil, so all these sources are actually sources of vitamin E. Here is something you need to know. When you're writing creative questions, you need to describe everything in your own words and you should do it elaborately so that you can get the proper marks. In this video, I will talk about the structures and the basic things that you need to know and you need to write in the assignments. Additionally, I will also tell you what to do more to get proper marks and how to increase your creativity as well. So, in this very first question, you can also write about the importance of vitamin E in your daily life and the others sources from those we can find vitamin E also. Alright, now let's move to the next question, which is, which food are from green sources and what are the animal sources from those mentioned above using box? Alright, here by green source I mean plant source. So the foods given in the stem was rice, lentil seed, vegetable oil, vegetable and meat. She also ate guava and they took fried rice, fried chicken, soft drinks, lunch and burgers on Friday. Okay, here the rice, lentil seed, vegetable oil, vegetables, guava. These are the green sources or plant sources. We can find carbohydrate, vitamins and different types of minerals here. As you know, there is no protein in most of the green sources, but we don't need to write them too much as well also. But in lentil seeds there is a good amount of protein and we should mention it. Now let's move to animal sources. Here, from every animal the specific type of carbohydrate we can find is glycogen. Glycogen is found in every type of meats like birds or any other living or animals. Protein. Meat is always a good source of protein. So there is no doubt in it. Next, if we look at the fat portion, in meat there is also a good amount of fat, especially those foods she consumed during the next day, the fried rice, fried chicken, and burgers, etc., etc. These foods contain a lot of fat and other things, so you need to mention them also. Moving to the next question. C. Place the promised food taken on Thursday using a food pyramid and balanced diet. Alright. Balanced diet is the diet which contains all the 6 elements of food in a specific amount and entirely to get the necessary calories for normal activities of life. The foods taken by Proma mentioned in the same on Thursday fall under the criteria of balanced diet. These are charted below using food pyramid. Food pyramid is a structure to indicate the foods we take and how to prioritize them, the importance, how to take them, etc., etc. So in the food pyramid, balanced diet food pyramid, in the very top we see fat group because we need to take only a very little amount of fat group or fat, the things which contains fat, because if we take excessive amount of fat, these will store in our body with our muscles and it will create obesity. Protein group. Next, we need protein, but we don't need a huge amount of protein. We just need the amount of protein that are necessary actually for keeping things up in our body. So, excessive amount of protein will also create obesity. Next, vitamins and mineral salts group. Vitamins and mineral salts group are also very important and they actually are very much important for us because these help to get us away from different types of diseases, and mineral salts helps to ensure our growth both physically and mentally. Next, we see carbohydrate group. Here, carbohydrate group is the most important element and nutrition that we need for our body because they help to develop our brain, our body, muscles, and everything that we see around us. Body. So carbohydrate is the most important and the thing that we need to consume most. Here, the same fat on top. The imaginary food pyramid created to indicate a balanced diet is called food pyramid. We actually have tried to give in here a food pyramid definition. You can also give definitions for other nutrients as well because this is a creative assignment and you need to write it in your own way. Balanced diet is designed using the different data of age, sex, and daily activities. So it differs from man to man. The amount of nutrients required on every type can be known as from a balanced diet pyramid. Here, in addition to with these that we have given you, you can also write the elements described in the food elements actually described in the stem that were khichuri, lentil, hotspot, different types of rice, lentil seeds, fried chicken, etc., etc. When which food falls under which group, you can write and describe these. This will help you to get more marks as well as enhance your creativity. So let's move to the next question. For preserving health, which day's food was more helpful? Explain with analysis. Alright, here is the thing. All the questions mentioned before were some of explanatory question, but this question is a descriptive question. So in the descriptive question, you need to ensure that every part you talked about is described elaborately and you have given proper definitions with different types of examples so that the teacher can get the clear image of what you're trying to say there. Alright, so let's see the sample answer. The food taken on Thursday was more helpful for food preservation because the food cooked on that way contains a proper amount of protein as well as calories. The food taken on the very first day was actually hotspots, and everything was very planned there, and there was no excess amount of food elements in the bird. So this is very important for our bodies. Excessive amount of any element, especially fat or protein, can create obesity, and these are actually not good food. Alright? The foods taken on the next day had different types of structure. These food taken back from outside the home is called actually junk food in general. Junk food is those foods that are made deliciously for consumption. This food contains more chemicals to make it tasty than usual. They may taste good, but over a longer period, these foods are harmful to a balanced diet and our body structure. Fast foods or junk foods contain lots of fat and sugar. They lack proper amount of vitamins and minerals that are actually necessary for our brain development and health development and other development of mind, infrastructure, etc. etc. Excessive amount of fat leads to obesity, and fats, as I have mentioned earlier, that excessive amount of fats are stored in with our body muscles and they make us fat. Excessive amount of sugar also leads to obesity, and they increase our blood sugar, and this will finally lead us to diabetes and many other diseases that is not actually expected for anyone. This increases the blood sugar. Okay, comparing junk foods, natural foods that we take every day are more proper with a balanced diet. So we can say that foods taken on Thursday were more helpful for the balanced diet. Alright, finally we have finished our first question. Now let's go to the second question. Here we have been told to create a routine for our 24 hours and mention different points below. Here, actually the question was given in Bengali, so I have also written the points that we must ensure that are present in our routine in Bangla, and as you English version students are also know Bangla, so I believe these points will not be a problem to you. Here the first point is Tinbela Khabar, Tiffin or Bikala Nasta. Alright, so here actually the foods we take every day around different times, that tiffin we take and the snacks we take at afternoon, everything we need to mention here. We need to talk about the rests and different types of physical exercise that we must take actually in these COVID situations to keep us mentally and physically fit. We also need to mention other things that we do. In 4 number, we also need to ensure that we play every day actually, and this must be in home because of the COVID pandemic situation. We must always stay at home and maintain hygiene. In 5 number, we must take points about the prayers we take every day. And finally, other works that we do in our leisure time can be also mentioned here. Alright, here I am giving you a sample routine. You can follow these or you can write in your own way, but I suggest you to make it your own way because making it routine is not that very complex and you can do it. So you can have a look here what I've written in the sample routine. Alright students, I believe we have gone through the routine entirely, and I believe these will be very helpful for completing your assignments. Now, the assignment for general studies for the students of commerce and arts background has been finished, and in next week we will also post about other assignments given in both Bengali and English. Till then, stay tuned with us. For that, you may subscribe our channel, give us a thumbs up if you like the things we are doing. You can tell your friends about our initiative and share our video. Thank you very much and good luck.